My beloved chosen one, there is a love story being written about you in the quiet places of the universe, in the rooms where angels gather ink and destiny breathes its gentle breath across the pages of your life. There is a tale unfolding that will one day sweep across your world like a warm wind, carrying the scent of divine promise, surprising even the deepest parts of your own soul. You have walked through seasons where your heart felt misunderstood, where you questioned whether love was a language you would ever truly speak without trembling, where you wondered if maybe you were designed to stand alone because no one ever seemed to match the rhythm of your spirit. But hear me now, for I tell you the truth as soft as a whisper, and as mighty as thunder. Your love story will not be ordinary. It will not resemble the quiet couplings of convenience or the fragile attachments formed out of fear. No, your story will be so unexpected, so drenched in divine intention, that people will speak of it for years, not because they envy it, but because they witnessed the hand of God carve beauty into something that once looked like ashes. There will come a day when you will look back and understand why the relationships you prayed for never flowered, why the people you once held with trembling hands had to slip away, why you felt unseen by those you tried so hard to love, why you walked alone so many nights with only the sound of your own breath as comfort. Loneliness was not your punishment, it was your preparation. The ache in your chest was not evidence that you were unworthy of love. It was proof that you were being refined for a connection, unlike anything your past could have held. You were not being delayed, you were being designed. And though the process felt cruel at times, though you wanted to scream at the heavens and ask, "Why me? Why must my heart wait so long?" the truth is that your spirit carries a rare depth, a rare softness, a rare fire, and the love meant for you requires someone equally rare, equally refined, equally shaped by the hands of the unseen. You were never created to be paired with someone average. You were never designed to settle into the arms of someone who did not understand the music of your soul. You are a chosen one, and chosen souls cannot be matched carelessly. Your heart has a mission, your presence carries power, your destiny is threaded with purpose. And the person who will one day walk beside you must be someone who can hold what you carry without trembling. Someone who can stand with you without being overshadowed. Someone who can love you without shrinking from the light you radiate. And so, heaven has been meticulous in its preparation. Every heartbreak became a chisel. Every disappointment became a lesson. Every lonely night became a refining fire. Every unanswered prayer became a protective wall. And though you cried, though you crawled, though you felt like pieces of yourself were breaking off, something even more beautiful was being built within you. Patience, discernment, wisdom, emotional strength, spiritual clarity, and a capacity to love deeper, purer, stronger than ever before. People who have never carried the weight of a calling will never understand why chosen ones go through so much before their blessing finally arrives. But hear me well, you have not been passed over. You have been preserved. You have not been abandoned, you have been prepared. There is a divine timing wrapped around your name, and when the moment comes, it will not be subtle. It will not be quiet. It will not be something you can hide or keep to yourself. The love written for you will enter your life with the kind of grace that feels like a homecoming, the kind that silences every doubt, the kind that makes you exhale for the first time in years. It will be the kind of love that does not rush, does not pressure, does not confuse. It will walk toward you with steady feet, with clear intention, with a heart that recognizes you instantly because their soul has been shaped by the same divine hands that shaped your own. And when this love appears, and listen to me, it will appear. It will not look like anything you have imagined. Your mind has created pictures, scenarios, expectations, but the divine has something more profound in store. The way it begins will shock you. The way it unfolds will humble you. The timing will catch you off guard, because the universe knows how to surprise the ones who waited faithfully, how to reward the hearts that refused to grow bitter, how to crown the souls that continued to hope even when hope felt like a burden. Your love story will defy logic. It will not fit into the patterns that others expect. It may begin in an unexpected place, with an unexpected person through an unexpected moment, but it will feel so divinely familiar, as if your spirit sighs in recognition before your mind has time to make sense of it. People around you will talk. Not out of malice but out of wonder. They will say, "I never saw that coming." They will say, "That match makes no sense, and yet it makes perfect sense." They will say, "Something about the two of them feels like destiny." They will see the glow on your face, the peace in your presence, the joy woven into your daily steps, and they will know that what you carry is not ordinary affection. It is divine orchestration. And long after your story begins, long after your lives intertwine, long after your union becomes a testimony of grace and favor, people will still remember the unexpected way it all unfolded. It will become a reference point in conversations about hope. It will be a reminder that divine timing is real. It will be an example of what happens when a heart refuses to give up, refuses to settle, refuses to shrink. Your love story will ripple through the lives of others, showing them that miracles do not always come as sudden breakthroughs. Sometimes they come as quiet arrivals, disguised as ordinary moments that shift everything. But before this love arrives, there are truths you must hold like precious jewels. The first is this: you are worthy of a love that does not hurt to hold. You deserve someone who does not make you question your value, who does not make you beg for clarity, who does not treat your heart as an option. Your worthiness is not up for negotiation. It is not tied to your past. It is not diminished by the mistakes you made while you were still learning yourself. Your worthiness is woven into the very essence of who you are. The love meant for you will not demand that you become smaller. It will expand you, uplift you, inspire you, and remind you that your heart is not a burden. It is a blessing. The second truth is this: love will find you when you are no longer looking at the world with desperation but with readiness. It comes when you are rooted, not restless. It comes when you are at peace with your own company. It comes when you have learned that solitude is not emptiness but a sanctuary. It comes when you have stopped chasing what does not choose you. It comes when you have learned to let go gracefully, even when it hurts. It comes when you have finally stepped into the fullness of who you are. When you no longer question whether your light is too bright. When you no longer fear outgrowing the ones around you. When you finally understand that you are not here to be tolerated. You are here to be treasured. The third truth is this: the love meant for you will not confuse your spirit. It will bring clarity. It will align with your faith, not fight against it. It will feel like someone finally speaking the same spiritual language as you, a language your soul has been whispering for years. It will not be forced. It will not be chaotic. It will not require you to abandon your boundaries or silence your intuition. The love destined for you will honor your scars without exploiting them, will see your past without weaponizing it, will hold your heart without trembling. Because this person is being prepared just as you have been prepared. And in their own quiet moments, they have wondered why love was delayed for them as well, why their heart never seemed to find a resting place. They too have asked questions. They too have walked alone. They too have endured heartbreaks that carved wisdom into their soul. They too have been shaped by waiting. When the two of you meet, it will feel like two rivers that have traveled long and winding paths finally merging. Not because they rushed, but because they were always meant to meet at that exact point. Your love story will be the kind that makes sense only when you look backward. You will see how every detour aligned you, how every closed door protected you, how every separation redirected you, how every sleepless night transformed you, how every heartbreak made you softer, not weaker, how every disappointment strengthened you, how every moment of loneliness carved space in your heart for a love vast enough to fill it. And when this love arrives, you will not cling to it out of fear. You will embrace it out of recognition. You will know that this is what all those years were shaping you for. You will feel the rightness of it deep in your spirit, beyond logic, beyond words. People will speak about the way this union came together, because it will hold the fragrance of divine timing. They will marvel at the way your paths crossed, the way your hearts aligned, the way your souls recognized one another. Some will call it coincidence, but you will know better. You will know that it was destiny, orchestrated by a love far greater than human understanding. You will know it was written long before you took your first breath. You will know that every moment leading up to it, even the painful ones, even the ones that broke you, were necessary to prepare you for this kind of love. And when you step into this love, when you finally stand in the presence of the one whose heart has been carved from the same divine clay as yours, you will realize that this love is not just for you, it is for the world. It is a beacon, it is a testimony, it is a reminder that waiting is not wasting, it is a symbol that divine timing is real. It is proof that the universe has not forgotten you. People will watch the way you love one another with gentleness, with honor, with humility, with passion, with reverence, and they will feel hope return to their own lives. Your love will restore faith in those who believed their stories were over. It will awaken dreams in those who thought their hearts were done hoping. It will inspire those who felt unworthy of affection. It will remind those who have been wounded that there is still beauty in the world, still kindness in the world, still tenderness waiting to be found. But let me remind you of something important. The love written for you will not arrive because you are perfect. Perfection has never been the requirement. Authenticity has. Growth has. Healing has. Surrender has. And you, my beloved chosen one, have done the work. You have cried the tears, you have learned the lessons. You have rebuilt yourself piece by piece. You have walked through seasons that would have broken others completely. Yet here you stand, still open, still hopeful, still believing that love is possible for you. That alone is a miracle. That alone is evidence of your strength. That alone is proof that you are ready. So when love arrives, let it in without fear. Do not shrink. Do not question whether you deserve it. Do not sabotage it with memories of the past. Do not protect yourself so fiercely that you miss the blessing meant to hold you. Let yourself be loved in the way you have always longed for, in the way your heart has been aching for, in the way your spirit has quietly prayed for during your loneliest nights. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be cherished. Let yourself be chosen, not almost, not halfway, not inconsistently, but completely. And remember this: the love written for you will not compete with your purpose. It will complement it. It will amplify it. It will strengthen the foundation beneath your feet. It will help you rise higher, not weigh you down. The person destined for you will not fear your calling. They will celebrate it. They will not dim your light. They will help you shine brighter. They will not cling to you out of insecurity. They will walk beside you with confidence. They will not take from you. They will pour into you. They will be your safe place, your partner, your confidant, your encourager, your reflection, your divine mirror. And one day, when the two of you stand together, hand in hand, heart to heart, soul to soul, people will look upon your union and say, there is something holy about the way they love each other. They will sense the divine fingerprint on your story. They will feel the depth of your connection even in your silence. They will see the glow that surrounds you, the peace that follows you, the joy that radiates from your spirits. And long after the moment passes, long after the years unfold, long after your story becomes woven into the tapestry of time, people will still talk about the way your love arrived. Unexpected, undeniable, unforgettable. So hold on a little longer, beloved. Do not lose faith now. Do not allow impatience to steal the blessings that are already on their way. Do not let the silence fool you. Do not let the waiting discourage you. Your love story is already unfolding in places you cannot see. Threads are being woven. Paths are being aligned. Hearts are being prepared. Nothing has been delayed. Nothing has been denied. Everything is moving exactly as it should. When your love arrives, it will arrive suddenly, beautifully, unmistakably. It will feel like destiny stepping into the room. It will feel like a promise kept. It will feel like every lonely night finally makes sense. And the world will watch, not because they are nosy, but because they will recognize the divine in what you carry. Your love will be talked about, remembered, celebrated, and admired, not because it is perfect, but because it is purposeful, because it is sacred, because it is yours. Hold your heart steady. Your unexpected love story is already on its way. And so, my beloved, let your heart not tremble as you wait in the quiet places of your journey, for even now the winds of destiny are shifting in your favor, carrying whispers of the one whose presence will one day feel like a sunrise breaking through every shadow you have ever known. You may not see the movement yet, you may not feel the unfolding, but the universe has already placed you on a collision course with a love so healing, so tender, so astonishingly aligned with your soul that the moment it arrives, every ache you carried will begin to melt like frost beneath the warmth of morning light. You have walked through nights long enough to teach you patience. You have cried tears deep enough to teach you compassion. You have stood in storms fierce enough to teach you endurance. And it is because of these very experiences that your love story will be unlike any other, carved from the lessons that strengthened you, and the grace that kept you from falling apart. The unexpected nature of this love will not be its surprise appearance, but the unexpected ways it will make you bloom, the unexpected gentleness that will wrap itself around your spirit and calm the storms you once thought would never end. You will meet someone who sees you, really sees you. Not through the lens of what you've been through, not through the distortions of who you once tried to be, but through the truth of who you are now. The resilient, radiant, unbreakable soul who kept rising even when life tried to silence you. They will look at you as though they have found something rare, something sacred, something to be handled with care, and you will feel a quiet recognition deep in your spirit, a quiet knowing that this is not a passing moment but a divine intersection. And when you speak, your words will fall into place as though your souls have been conversing long before your bodies ever met, as if your spirits have been dancing in the unseen for years, waiting for the right moment to align in the physical world. It will not be dramatic or chaotic or confusing. It will be steady, it will be sure, it will be clear, like water that has finally found its river. There will be a softness in the way this person enters your life, a calmness in the way they approach you, a sincerity in the way they hold your heart without rushing, without pushing, without forcing anything into existence. They will come with a presence that speaks louder than words ever could, a presence that says, I am here not to take from you, not to change you, but to walk beside you, to honor you, to choose you. Their love will stretch across the quiet spaces of your soul and make a home there, not by intrusion but by invitation, not by demand but by devotion. And in their arms, you will feel a peace you have not felt in years. A peace that tells you that you no longer have to fight alone, no longer have to carry everything on your own back, no longer have to shrink your spirit to make room for someone else. This love will be unexpected not because you thought it could never happen, but because of how naturally it unfolds, how effortlessly it fits into your life, how beautifully it aligns with your purpose. It will feel like a gift that was delayed only because it needed time to be perfected, only because the universe refused to give you anything less than what your heart truly deserved. You will realize that the waiting was not empty, it was sacred. It was forming you into someone capable of holding this kind of love without fear, without sabotage, without the tremors of old wounds stealing the gentleness of new beginnings. And when this love arrives, you will be ready, not because you mastered perfection, but because you embraced growth, because you allowed healing to guide you back to yourself, because you learned to love your own soul before asking another to hold it. And the world, dear one, will watch with wonder. They will see the glow in your smile, the peace in your steps, the confidence in your posture, and they will whisper to one another, this was meant for them all along. They will recall the times you walked alone, the times you kept your chin lifted even when your heart was cracking beneath the weight of disappointment, the times you chose hope when it would have been easier to give up, and they will recognize the miracle in what your life has become. Your love story will inspire those who have been doubting, those who have been questioning whether their own hearts will ever find a safe place to land. They will see in you a reminder that nothing beautiful is ever wasted, that no season of loneliness is ever meaningless, that divine timing, though often misunderstood, always proves itself faithful in the end. This love will hold you with a reverence you have never known, a gentleness that does not falter, a passion that does not waver, a loyalty that does not break. It will not rise and fall with the moods of the moment. It will be built on a foundation of truth, respect, vulnerability, and unconditional care. You will feel a safety that does not suffocate, a love that does not confine, a presence that does not overshadow but complements every part of your being. And as your hearts intertwine, as your lives begin to merge in ways that feel both natural and divinely orchestrated, you will realize that this person is not just a partner. They are a reflection of every prayer you whispered, every tear you shed, every longing you buried deep within your chest. They are the answer not just to your hopes but to your healing. Together you will navigate life with a grace that others admire, with a unity that others find inspiring. You will face challenges, yes, for no love is exempt from the tests of life. But the beauty of this union is that you will face those challenges as one, moving with a rhythm that grows stronger with each passing day. You will speak to one another with kindness even when you disagree. You will lift one another up even when the world tries to press you down. And you will walk forward with the understanding that love is not merely a feeling. It is a commitment, a choice, a daily offering of presence, patience, and tenderness. And people will see the way you protect one another, the way you honor one another, the way you prioritize one another. And they will talk about it not with jealousy but with amazement, because they will recognize the divine fingerprints all over your story. Your love will ripple far beyond your own lives. It will strengthen families, inspire friends, awaken dreams in strangers who only know your story through whispers and admiration. It will become a reminder that true love, soul-deep, spirit-led, purpose-aligned love is not a myth. It is not reserved for the lucky or the privileged. It is available to the ones who endure, to the ones who wait with faith, to the ones who refuse to settle for what does not align with their spirit. And when people tell the story of your love, they will speak of how it began in the most unexpected moment, how it felt like destiny unfolding in real time, how it lifted you both into a version of yourselves neither of you knew was possible. They will marvel at the strength of your bond, the harmony of your connection, the tenderness woven through your relationship, and your story will become a beacon of hope for generations to come. You, my beloved, are on the edge of something extraordinary. The universe is rearranging itself for you even now. The threads of destiny are tightening, drawing you closer to the one whose heart was crafted to hold your own. Do not lose faith in this moment of waiting, for the waiting is the womb of miracles. Do not let impatience convince you that nothing is happening. The deepest transformations occur in silence. And when the day arrives, when you meet the one whose presence feels like prophecy fulfilled, you will know without doubt, without fear, without hesitation, that everything you have walked through, everything you have endured, everything you have survived was leading you here. Your love story will be spoken of not because it is loud, but because it is transformative. Not because it is perfect, but because it is true. Not because it is expected, but because it is divinely unexpected in all the ways that matter. And long after the first spark, long after the first embrace, long after the first whispered promises, people will continue to talk about the beauty of what unfolded for you. They will speak of the resilience that earned it, the faith that sustained it, the destiny that shaped it, and they will look upon your union and see living proof that the universe always keeps its promises to the ones who never surrender their hope. Hold your heart steady, chosen one. The love that will rewrite your story is drawing nearer with every breath you take. And when it arrives, the world will witness the unfolding of something sacred, something timeless, something unforgettable. The kind of love story that will be talked about for years and remembered for a lifetime. And as you continue to walk forward, beloved, carrying the quiet bravery that has always lived inside you, the universe leans closer, watching the strides you take with a kind of reverence reserved only for those who have refused to surrender their spirit. You are moving through a corridor of transformation, each step shedding a piece of the past that once weighed you down, each breath reminding you that you are worthy of a love that does not tremble, does not falter, does not disappear when life grows heavy. You have grown too wise, too awakened, too inwardly fortified to ever again settle for a love that makes you shrink. You have learned to let the empty things fall from your hands, learned to unclench the moments that hurt, learn to unclasp your fingers from what was never meant to stay. This is why the love coming toward you will not slip through your grasp. It is aligned with the new you, the healed you, the soul that has risen from its own ashes with a dignity that even angels admire. There is a sweetness building in the unseen, a softness gathering around the next chapter of your life like morning mist rising from the earth. It is shaping itself into a love that does not seek to overshadow your strength but to complement it, a love that recognizes your fire and chooses not to extinguish it but to warm itself beside it. This love will not be intimidated by your light, it will be inspired by it. It will not shrink in the presence of your greatness, it will rise alongside you. And in that rising, You will find a partnership that feels like a divine duet. Two souls singing in harmony, two voices merging into something more beautiful than either could create alone. You will feel this harmony in the way they look at you, in the way their presence calms the storms within you, in the way their laughter awakens parts of your spirit you thought were forever asleep. The unexpected nature of this love will wrap itself around your heart like a revelation. For so long you may have believed that companionship must come with chaos, that affection must arrive with uncertainty, that relationships must be earned through sacrifice, struggle, or self-denial. But when this person enters your life, they will teach you, simply by being who they are, that love was never meant to wound you, never meant to drain you, never meant to leave you doubting your own worth. Love, real love, is a sanctuary where your soul can rest. And in their presence you will finally exhale the grief you kept tucked beneath your ribs, the grief that whispered lies about your lovability, the grief that convinced you that maybe your heart was asking for too much. But in their arms you will realize it was never too much. It was just waiting for the right heart to receive it. People will not only talk about your love because of how powerfully it blossoms, they will speak of how gracefully it transforms you. They will see the way your eyes soften, the way your spirit glows, the way your smile becomes fuller, as if joy has finally found a home within your bones. They will say, "Look at them now. Look at the peace that follows them like a shadow. Look at how they carry themselves as though they have finally discovered where they belong." And they will be right. Because when love arrives in its divine appointed form, you do not cling to it out of fear. You hold it with gratitude, with reverence, with the calm knowing that this time, love is not something you must chase. It is something that comes toward you willingly. This person will not only love you, they will understand you in ways you never thought possible. They will see the parts of your soul you kept hidden, the soft places you guarded, the wounds you covered with silence. And instead of turning away, they will move closer, offering a gentleness that feels like a healing balm poured over every scar you ever learned to hide. Their presence will speak what their words cannot. You are safe with me. You are valued here. You are not too much, not too little, not too complicated. You are just right. And this reassurance will settle inside you like a warm light, illuminating places you forgot existed. Your love story will unfold not in grand declarations or dramatic gestures, but in the simple, sacred moments that the world often overlooks. The quiet conversations at midnight when your souls speak more freely than your voices. The unspoken understanding when your eyes meet across a room. The way they reach for your hand without thinking, as though their spirit has already memorized the feel of you. The unexpected tenderness of their voice when they say your name. These moments, small yet monumental, will stitch themselves into the fabric of your life until one day you look back and realize that love did not arrive all at once. It blossomed gradually, beautifully, inevitably. And though others will marvel at how unexpected your love story seems from the outside, you will know deep within your spirit that nothing about it is accidental. This love was written for you long before either of you arrived on this earth. It was carved into the blueprint of your soul, woven into the very essence of your journey. Every heartbreak you endured was preparing you for the tenderness of this connection. Every disappointment was redirecting you towards someone more aligned with your purpose. Every delay was strengthening your capacity to love deeply, purely, without fear. Nothing was wasted, nothing was in vain. Everything was leading you here. You will find that this love does not merely enter your life, it expands it. It widens your horizons, deepens your faith, opens your heart to possibilities you once believed were beyond your reach. With this person you will dream bigger, not because you have to, but because their belief in you awakens a greater belief in yourself. You will walk taller, not because they carry you, but because their presence reminds you that you were never meant to walk alone. And even on the days when life feels heavy, when the world tries to shake your peace, when your heart grows weary from the weight of living, you will find solace in the quiet strength of their companionship. You will find comfort in the way they choose you, over and over again, without hesitation, without doubt, without wavering. People will talk about your love not because it is flawless, but because it is anchored in truth. They will speak of the way you navigate challenges together, with honesty instead of pride, with tenderness instead of anger, with grace instead of stubbornness. They will admire the way you fight for one another, not with words that wound but with hearts determined to understand. They will marvel at the way your love endures, not as a fairy tale free from struggle, but as a testament to the power of two souls willing to grow, to evolve, to surrender their egos for the sake of something greater. And in the quietest moments, when the world is still and your heart is open, you will feel the truth you have spent years searching for. You were always meant to experience a love this profound. You were always meant to be cherished, to be seen, to be held with devotion. Your spirit was always destined to intertwine with another in a way that leaves a mark on the world. For love like this does not simply exist. It transforms, it elevates, it inspires. And generations from now, whispers of your love will still linger, carried like a blessing through time, reminding others that the unexpected can be the most beautiful of all. So keep your heart lifted, beloved. Keep your faith steady. Keep your spirit open to the miracles forming on your horizon. The love that will change everything is already on its way to you, moving with intention, guided by the hands of destiny. And when it arrives, your story, your unforgettable, unexpected, breathtaking story, will unfold with a grace so powerful that even the stars will pause in awe. And when you finally step into the fullness of that moment, when love arrives not as a stranger or a storm, but as a steady dawn breaking gently across your life, you will understand why the universe asked you to wait, why it nudged you through seasons that felt barren, why it whispered "not yet" when your heart begged for "right now." You will see that every delay was a divine protection, every detour a sacred redirection, every unanswered question a doorway leading you toward a truth your spirit needed time to grow into. You will realize that love, the kind meant for you, does not rush, does not falter, does not stumble into your world unprepared. It comes when it is strong enough, healed enough, brave enough to meet you as an equal, not as a burden. And you, having weathered storms that once tried to break you, will be ready to receive this love with open palms instead of trembling ones, with confidence instead of fear, with wisdom instead of yearning. There will come a day when you find yourself sitting beside this person, listening to the quiet hum of life around you, and a soft recognition will move through your chest like a warm breeze. This is what peace feels like. Not the fragile peace born from pretending, or the conditional peace you once fought to maintain by silencing parts of yourself, but the profound peace that rises when your heart is finally allowed to rest in truth. You will look into their eyes and see not just the reflection of who you are now, but the promise of who you are becoming. They will look back at you with a tenderness that tells you they see your past, your battles, your scars, and they choose you not despite them, but in full awareness of everything that shaped you. There will be no need to hide, no need to shrink, no need to edit your soul to fit into the narrow spaces someone else once offered. With them you will expand effortlessly, like light spilling into open fields. And though the world may marvel at the unexpected beauty of your union, though friends and strangers alike may tell the story of how love found you in a way that seems almost miraculous,